how are we today? It is 8:02. I'm running about 2 minutes late tonight. We've had a hugely busy day today. So, welcome. Come on in, everybody. Come and say g'day if you're watching live. If you're not and you're watching the replay, say g'day anyway. So, let me introduce myself. I'll get all my comments happening here so I can see when somebody wants to join me. My name is Beck Hall. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Melbourne, Australia. And I come live here every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock to share hopefully a bit of inspiration with you and get you a little bit crafty for the week. So let's just see if anybody's going to join me. If you are joining me and you are live, say g'day. If you're live, you'll see a little live button up here somewhere. If you're not joining me live, say g'day anyway, because we always love to have new viewers onto the channel. So, hello everybody. Hello Christine. Hi Evelyn, how you going? It is just beautiful, Christine. I am in awe of this weather. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt today. I've got my fan on in here. It's a little bit stuffy in here. In the studio, there are no open windows in the studio, so I can't actually open it up. But yes, I am in love with the weather today. Had a bit of time in the city today. We went and had an overnight stay at the Langham Hotel and went and we did an escape room. Lukey loves to do escape rooms, so we did an escape room while we were there, and we went and saw a movie, and then today we went to an amazing place called Met Art World, and it's just full of huge metal artworks that are made of characters. So you've got all the, Thor and Loki and Iron Man and all sorts of characters, but they also have this amazing light room where you go into a mirror maze with lots of lights and everything. It was a really fun day. Relaxing morning, all you can eat breakfast, which was right up Bretty's alley. He likes to indulge, should I say, in an all-you-can-eat breakfast. So yes, he may have come out a few kilos heavier than he went in. That's all I can say. Not saying anything else, but it's too hot for you, Christine. Oh no, see, I actually like this. So welcome everybody, thanks for joining me. So it is a hot one today. I think it got to 40 degrees or something here today, Melbourne, but you watch tomorrow, it'll be like 22 or something. I don't know. It's it's Melbourne. We can have 4 seasons in one day. So, alright, so today I'm going to share a card with you using some new Stampin' Up! Product from the mini catalogue, which I can now show you. It is live. So let me point you down and we will get started. So we're working with the Nature Symphony Suite today, and it is in the mini catalogue. So let me just grab the page that is on and I can show you. It is on page 39 of the mini catalogue, and it is a suite of products. It is beautifully green papers. They're my favourite papers ever. Like, all greens are my favourite. So, and it comes with Stampin' Dies, with gems. It also comes with this beautiful natural hues paper as well. And some gorgeous ribbon. Oh my god, this gorgeous ribbon. It is so super soft and so easy to work with. So it is amazing. I love this. I've been playing. It's on my desk, and that's why we're playing with it tonight, because it's on my desk. I've been playing with it to make up samples for my catalogue launch. Which they will all see on the 18th of January when you come to my catalogue launch. So let's get started. So I have an idea in my mind, like I normally come here with an idea, but I don't know how it's going to execute because we are winging it. So we'll see how we go. Hey Lynette, hey Josie, how you going? Thanks for joining me. Right, so we're going to start off with a card colour base. So let me just grab out some card stock and we'll see what colour card base we're going to go. So we've got a bit of cloud cover. There's only a couple of sheets in there of cloud cover, so we'll do that. I'm very partial to Secret Sea. That is probably my favourite colour at the moment. Love me a bit of Secret Sea. What other colours have we got in there? I might have to grab out a bit of Mossy Meadow though, because the greens, I'm a bit partial to the greens as well. And it's also got Lost Lagoon in it. But admittedly, there isn't a lot of Lost Lagoon in it. So we'll grab out some Mossy Meadow. So I'm going to get you guys to pick 44 here tomorrow. Oh, that is a scorcher, Jacinta. Very, very hot indeed. But, you know, if you've got a pool and air conditioner, that's easy to cool down with, isn't it? Alright, so let me know a colour. Which one do you want me to use as a card base? And then we'll go from there, I think. I'm just going to grab in some white cardstock as well, because we need some of that to play with. And obviously I'm going to bring in my U-Butte trimmer because, you know, oh my goodness, what's going on with my camera there? Let's try and get this into some focus happening here. So let me know in the comments. Oh, working both days. Oh, that's a bit of a bummer, Jacinta. But you'd have air conditioning in the bakery, I'm assuming. So that would be okay, wouldn't it? Hey Leslie, how you going? Thanks for joining me. Secret C, we've got Lynette saying Secret C and Chris saying Secret C. So we might just go with Secret C. Secret C, and we'll see how we go, hey? Alright, so we're just going to cut a normal card front. So we're going to go down 14.9 centimetres and we're going to score that at 10.5. So we'll score that one here at 10.5. And then we're going to fold it in half. So very, very simple card base, not hard at all. So we're going to pop that aside. And then we're going to get a card front, and I'm going to make this one 13.8 in case I want to put a mat on it. So I'm going to do it a little bit smaller than a normal card front. So I'm going to do 13.8 by 9.5. Now, if you're new to my channel and you haven't sort of watched me for a little while, I kind of know all of these measurements off by heart. But I do have this little U-Butte measuring thing. If you want to see what it's, you know, see what things look like with a mat or whatever, you can then grab this little chart out, and it gives you all the different measurements for the mat. So if you don't have this, I believe I've put it in the Craft with Beck group under the files section, because I can do that on a group, but I can't actually do that in my Facebook page. So if you're not a member of the Craft with Beck group, jump on over, because it's pretty good what you see over there. And all of these measurements are in the Craft with Beck group, and I've even supplied a sheet that you can print them off onto a sticker, like a full sticker sheet, and then just cut the stickers out. So if you don't have one of these, it's a good handy reference just to have in front of you when you're, you know, playing with mats and whatnot. So we're going to go 9.5 by 13.8 with this mat. And then I'm going to grab all of these scrappy pieces of cardstock or the designer series paper that I've got here. Oh, they're going to be too small. Now I want to make sure I've got sort of every flavour that it comes in. So we've got a bit of the brown, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've already got that one. Already got that one. Actually, I might use that one because it's a bit smaller scrap than that. So we've got that one, that one. We don't have that one. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think we've already got those. So what one are we missing? Let me see in our hot little pack here. Oh, that one there we're missing. So we'll grab that one out. So these are the, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're the 6 different pages that come in the paper for the designer series paper. And then we're going to cut these down. I don't think that'll be big enough. I'm going to move this out of the way because that's kind of in the way. I don't know if we'll use that. We'll see. I'm going to cut 1 inch. Oops, a little scoring blade just fell off. I'm going to cut 1 inch or 2.5 centimetre strips. Alright, we're going to cut this one down here like that. So that's 1, 2, and I'm going to cut this into strip here. We'll get 2 out of that, so that's 3, 4. Cut that one. 3, 4, 5, 6. Cut this one. I like this one. This is probably my favourite one. 1, 8. And that's all we need. So you need 7. You need 7 of the little strips, but I'm going to cut these in half. So let me move that out of the way. I'm going to cut these down to, let me think now, 12.7. I'm going to go 12.7. I'm going to just do these separately because they're in the way here. 12.7. That one's not quite 12.7, but we'll see how we go. We might be able to crack it with that one. We've got 12.7 again. And then I might just leave that as a whole. Oh, no, I won't. I'll cut it. 12.7. Like that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're probably going to use one of those double ups once, twice, and then I'm going to go with this one here, 12.7. So we've got enough to choose from, right? So, no, I'm not in the hotel, Julie. We come home. It was just a night thing. Brenny had a voucher to go to the Langham, so we used up that voucher. It was actually out of date. The voucher expired on the 29th of November, but they extended it for us, so that was really nice. So we thought we better take it, and he's on holiday still, so we thought, well, let's do it. Let's just go in to the city for the night. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of these strips and I'm going to slice them in half diagonally. So I'm going to go and put one corner here and then the opposite corner here. So I'm just going to sit them there, and then I'm going to start my blade in the middle and go back and forth, just so I get a nice point happening on my strip there. So I'm going to do that. See, and now all of a sudden we've got 2, 4, 6. So we need to cut up 7 of these. So I might actually ditch. Which one will I ditch? One of those ones maybe. Because we had 8, remember? So, and then I'm just going to do the same to all of these. So this technique will work really well if you have non-directional paper, which is like all of these are non-directional, except for the words. The words are pretty directional, but you'll see it'll work anyway. Alright, so we're going to go like this and then cut that. So we've just got all those little pointy bits, right? Now I'm going to take my white panel here and I'm going to get some adhesive sheet. Let me grab my adhesive sheets here. Oh, that one is going to fit perfect. Look at that. Alright, so we're just going to stick. So this is, you know, the double-sided sticky adhesive sheets. So I'm just going to stick, oh, I pulled off the wrong side, doesn't matter. I'm just going to stick these down over the whole thing here, like so, without trying to get it all over my fingers. But that's alright. So we're just going to pop this down, like so. This is really old adhesive sheet. It doesn't come like this anymore. It comes on like a whole like sheet, but this is old stuff. And you know what? We've got it. We're going to use it. Alright. So we're going to do that. And then I'm just going to slice off that there. So let me just grab my... I don't want to use my big trimmer because it's all sticky there now. So I'm just going to use this little one. And slice that off like that. Alright, and then we're going to peel these off. Yoink. So now this is going to become one big sticky sheet, right? Like so. Like so. Now this paper that we're using isn't specialty paper, so there's no like gold bits or whatever on it. My fingers are going to stick to this. But I want to put some gold on it too, right? So I'm going to just lay these across. I'm going to start in the middle, and then I'm just going to pick these up randomly, and we're going to make a sunburst. But I'm going to leave a gap in between each one. So we may not necessarily use all of these, but we can just use what we've got, right? But you want to alternate them so that they're all different colours. So we go like that, and then I'm going to put this one here, And I'm trying to get the same sort of gap in between each one. And I'm going to go like that. And then I'm going to stick this blue one down here. Like that. So they're covering all of that sticky sheet now. You guys might have done this already before, but it's always good to do refreshers with new papers and different papers. Let me know if you've done this before. Where did you find anywhere? Did you find anywhere here we can get that baby? I haven't, no, not yet, Megan. I am still searching though. So bear with me, but let me show you something that I have discovered. I'm going to use this stripy one up here. Let me show you something that I have discovered that may come in handy for you, that you can use. But let me do this first. Alright, so we're going to do that. And then I'm going to do that there. Going to go the green one just here, so that's only going to stick on like a little bit, and then I might not do that one, I might do that one just on that little wee edge bit there. I could have actually used just a bit of scrap for that one, but anyway. So now we've got that starburst effect happening, but we're going to cut it all off. A peacock's tail. Yeah, it does look like a peacock's tail, doesn't it, Katrina? Alright, so then we're going to grab our snips and we're just going to cut along our white bit here. So have a think about it while we're cutting this. Should we put a mat on this? Like we've got our Secret C card base. Should we put a mat behind this? Let me know what you think. But we're not finished with this yet because I'm going to try something. I've never tried it before, so you know it could end in disaster. I've seen it done, but I don't know if it'll work with what I want to work it with. Alright, and then we're going to cut up here like this. So I think it's just a matter of getting your even gaps right, and then, you know, working with, and this is a great card for scraps, because you guys know me and how much I love to use scraps. Alright, so see now we've got our card and we've got our Secret C. So whether we need to have a base on it or not is another thing, but I'm going to grab some gold embossing powder. And I'm just going to turn my overhead fan off here, just because, you know, fan and powder probably not going to work well together. And then I'm just going to grab some of the embossing powder and I'm going to sprinkle it onto the adhesive sheet. So let's just see how that works. So it's kind of going to hopefully stick everywhere where the adhesive sheet isn't covered. And obviously there's little bits here and there, but that's okay. We can fix them up a bit later, because that's where I've had my fingers. Alright, but what we can do is we can grab a bit of Tombow, and then maybe just, we're not going to worry about that side, just worry about this side here. Squish a bit of Tombow in here, like so. Just need to get that powder to stick in the bits that it hasn't stuck. I'm not going to worry too much about this side because it'll be covered by our little die cuts that we put there. Alright, so there we go. Now we're going to put the lid back on that. We're going to turn a heat gun on. I know, right? Like it's, you know, 40 degrees outside, Beck, and you're going to turn a heat gun on. But that's okay. We do these things when we craft, don't we? Alright, let's see how the magic of this happens. So we're just going to try and heat this up. Apologies for the noise from the heat gun if you can hear that. But, oh my goodness, look at this. How good does this look? Bubbling where I put the Tombow glue. I put too much Tombow glue on it. So anywhere where you stick anything sticky, so like tear and tape or adhesive tape, you can use embossing powder to emboss in between those sections. Now can you guys see what's happening? It's actually putting like starbursts in amongst the paper. Look at that. And it's even given me a few flicks on some of the darker papers, which I don't mind because you obviously couldn't use your talc over this either, where before you are, to stop the paper from getting on the bits, because you don't want the sticky bits to not be sticky, right? But how good is this looking? So we're creating the sun behind those papers. Alright, that's hot enough. That's enough. I'm cooking in here. Let me turn the fan back on. Alright, so there we go. Look at that. How cool does that look? So all of a sudden, our not specialty paper now kind of looks a bit special, doesn't it? Alright, let me just get my wipe out and wipe that, because I've got powder, and I don't know about you, but you guys, I don't like the beach. So it's just a thing. I know I like the sun and everything like that, but I really don't like the beach. Give me a pool any day. Sand is not my friend. So when you use embossing powder, it makes it all sandy and gritty. So you know what I'm talking about. All right. So now, should we put a bit on the back of that now? Should we mat that up? Let's see if we cut. Where did I put those other papers? What if I'm going to cut two papers? I'm going to cut a cloud cover front and a mossy meadow front, and we'll see which one we like the best. Hey? Yeah, you hate sand too, Susie? Yeah, I hate sand. Well, not that I hate it. I just dislike it getting everywhere. Because, we don't want that kind of stuff happening, do we? Alright, so we have a cloud cover background here with our starbursts. So what do you reckon about that one? So it's cloud cover, secret sea, and then our little starburst doohickey, like that. Or do we go the mossy meadow? Blue and green though, but it still looks quite good, I reckon. What do you think? Should we go the mossy meadow or the cloud cover? Let me know what you think in the comments. And we are going to grab a punch. So I think we're just going to grab the 2-inch. No, I want a bigger one. We're going to go the 2.5. No, I want bigger than that. 2 3/8. I'm going to go 2 3/8. Cloud cover. All right, awesome. So I'm going to punch this because, I'm not going to waste this. It's going to be behind it. So I'm just going to punch this out for Ron. And then we're going to stick that over the top of that there like that. So let me just put some glue on this here. Now I probably normally wouldn't put it on this bit, but I don't want glue to go over me mat. And I know that we've got to leave a bit of a border. So we're just going to do that. Alright, and then we're going to pop that down on there, like so. So this is actually my first, I just thought it's my first Wing It Wednesday back for the new year. How cool is that? So we've got no challenges happening or anything like that. So I'm going to have to set you a challenge, aren't I? And then I'm going to stick my little circle doohickey there like that. But we're going to stamp on it first. So I'm going to grab, and I love this, You Make Me Smile. Okay. Now I'm also part of a group with my friend Chris Brower, who lives overseas. I think it's Minnesota where she's from. And she is part of a group that you are to send cards, right? And that's something, I make all these cards for a living, but I'm really, really bad at sending them. So my goal this year is to send cards. Alright, so that's going to be my goal this year. So I'm actually going to send this card out to someone special. Alright, so You Make Me Smile. We're going to pop that there like so. And then we're going to get the die cuts. Got these beautiful die cuts here. This one here, like that. And I'm going to use this little hatchet one, I think. Let's try that. So I'm just going to pop this on here. Now, what colour should I cut my leaf? Do you think I should cut it as Secret Sea or white? Excuse me, Secret Sea or white? What colour do you think I should cut my little leaf with? Let me get my embossing machine out here while you're all thinking of that. I'm going to pop this on here like this. Now, let's try this. I'm going to see if this works. I'm going to put a bit of ink on this. I'm going to put a bit of ink there. And I'm going to put a bit of ink on that there, like that. Let's just see what that does. Like so. And then we're going to run it through. This could be a huge fail. We could be turning it over, or it could be a win. Let's see, hey? Mossy Meadow, Renee. Alright, we can do that. Alright, let's see. I actually kind of like that. What do you guys think? Look at that. I really like that. Let's do that again. So we ink up our little die here. Like so. Just a tad of ink, not too much. And then I'm going to just pop that. I go on that angle there. Which way will I go? I'll go that angle like that. We'll go like this. I'm going to do this 3 times because you guys know me with my odds and evens. I can't just do it once or twice. Yes, I do like that. And then, don't forget, we're going to cut half of this circle off, so you're not going to see a lot of it. And then I'm going to just go like that. So this doesn't actually cut, well, it's not supposed to cut it, but because I'm on the edge, it is cutting it slightly, but that's okay. We're going to put bits on it over the top of it anyway. Look at that. What do you reckon? Bit generic, bit different? Alright, there we go. Something new we're going to try, and we just did. Alright, let's grab that Mossy Meadow piece out and put Secret Sea ink everywhere, because we can. And we're going to just pop this over here like that, and then we're going to run that through. So because it's so hot here today, what did everybody have for dinner? Our go-to dinner on a hot day would be chicken, chips and salad. So we went down, got a hot chook on the way home, and oh, I've just broken that because I'm too heavy-handed. Good me. Good me. Look at that. It's alright. We can still use it, but I might cut another one just because I can. It's too busy talking. Yeah, chicken, chips and salad is our go-to. So what did everybody have on the hot day today? That's you too, Susie? Chicken, chips and salad? Yeah, it's quite easy, isn't it? Alright, let's try this again. I might run it through again. It's a bit of a delicate one. Like so. The plates don't want to work today. So when they don't want to work like this, what I usually do is I pull off all of this excess stuff like this. All the stuff that does want to come off. And then so it's not quite pulling away from the die. So I'm just going to line it back up here. And this happens because, you know, we're crafters. We all know that this happens. And then I'm going to put it in, but I'm putting it in. See how I'm putting it in on a different angle? It's the angle of the dangle that you've got to make it work with. And then sometimes, because the pressure goes on it with different parts of the machine, it'll cut through beautifully. See? Just like so. Alright, so there we go. Done. And all of that I'm going to put in the bin. Aren't you proud of me? Scraps are in the bin. Alright. Mac and cheese on a hot day. Well, that sounds easy, Leslie. It certainly does sound easy. You had a nasty visitor last night. What visitor did you have, Megan? Well, it was so nasty. Chicken, steak, salad roll. Oh, that sounds good too, Jacinta. Had salad for lunch, hottest part of the day. Yes, that sounds good. I actually didn't eat lunch because we had an all-you-can-eat breakfast, Julie, so I didn't actually eat lunch today. Yes, barbecue chicken potato. Yeah, see, Katrina, you're with me, aren't you? Hot chicken and salad. Chicken and salad. Pasta salad. Oh, that sounds good too, Renee. Yeah, chicken and salad. I think it's think it's a good thing to have when it's a hot day, hey? Alright, so I'm going to pop this on here like that. We're going to grab our little leaf that's now, oh, now it's cut through. Oh, I don't like that one. Let's use this one. We're going to pop our little leaf here, like so. And then I'm going to pull this one off here. I don't know why that hasn't cut, but anyway, we're going to use it and tuck it in like that, because we can, like that. And I don't know, if we get a little bit of a bow happening, we're going to stick a little bow under here and wrap that around, I think. Alright, let's go. 8 p.m. New Zealand time. Okay. Has it been hot, Leslie, in New Zealand? Like, is it a hot day today? Like it is here in Melbourne? Are you in the North or the South Island, Leslie? Which one? I saw a really cool thing to do on holidays over there. It's apparently a golf cart that you can drive on the railway line, and it goes through somewhere. I don't know what town it goes through. I haven't looked into it as yet, but it looks really cool. Really cool thing to do. Alright, grab my snips here, snip that off. Now I always smoosh a bit more tape over the top of it because I don't want my ribbon coming out. Like so. Alright, and then I'm going to grab some dimensionals. Oh, look at this sheet. We're nearly done with this sheet. I better make sure I put them on the right side here, because we're going to cut half of this off, remember. Like so. Probably a bit of an overkill, but anywho. Like that. And then we're just going to pop that. I might actually stick these down first. Normally I would only stick 1 or 2 dimensionals on that, but because I've stuck so many, I can't then tuck this under. So I'm going to tuck that there like that. And then go a bit of glue on here. And maybe go like that there. And then north. I'm in H. What does H Bay mean? I don't know that. And then I'm going to just stick that there like that. And then we're going to snip that half of that circle off. Now what colour did we say we were going to mat it with? The green? Oh no, we've already matted it, haven't we? Oh God, silly me. Oh, look at that, empty. In the bin. Alright, and now I want to do a little bow and put a little bow on it. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I could have done a fake bow and just glue dotted it on, but I kind of like doing this. And then just, whoops, making me bow so it tucks under. Like so. I don't want that leaf under there. I want that leaf out, out, leaf out. Like that. And then we're going to go like this. Now I'm doing the bow on the side like this because I want my legs to sort of go that way. And I've found that when you do a bow, if you do it in the opposite way you want the legs to go, it will kind of go that way. Like that. And then like that. Oh, like that. Make it a little bit smaller. Pull it a bit tighter, like so. There we go, look at that. I actually quite like that. Looks cool. And we can slide that bow back and forth too if you didn't want it to sort of sit over there. Alright, let's get our card base at Hawke's Bay. Oh, okay. And we're going to just then tuck that onto there like that. What do you think? Do you like it? Do you not like it? This is your challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are going to play along with in my Craft with Bec group, and you want to play along with the challenge, your challenge is to create a starburst card with the little strippy bits. Now it can go either way, sidewards, upwards, downwards, horizontal, doesn't matter. But your challenge is to create this little starburst bit. Whether you want to use, I'm going to slide this along a bit, that's anyway near there like that. Like that, and like that, there. There we go. Look at that. What do you think? I like the gold. I like the gold because you can actually add gold embellishments or gold to a card or paper that doesn't necessarily have gold in the paper. Now, in the inside, let's do the inside. Put that in there. Let's grab the inside because remember I'm sending this off because I'm going to be a good girl and I'm going to send this off. And this stamp here, let me show you this one. I am in love with this stamp here. Do that and that. This one here, let me show you what it does. I'm going to get some crumb cake because we've got a bit of crumb cake on the front, haven't we? I'm going to go like this and like that. How cool is that one? And then I'm going to get, I'm going to use Secret Sea. I'm going to do the Secret Sea. Where's our Secret Sea? And I'll pop that over the top. Oh my goodness, look at what I've done. Can you guys see that? Look at this. Hey, what do we do here? What do I do with that? Oh my goodness. I think we're going to get a new one. Alright, flip it over. Has it got ink on the other side? No. I'm going to flip it over and we're going to do that again. I don't know where I've got the ink from, but it's obviously all over my fingers somewhere. Alright, let's get rid of that. And then we're going to go like that and like that. Just give it a bit of a cross hatch. Oh, I love that. Could you imagine cross hatching everything and then cutting that basket out that we did last week? It's just awesome. Alright, bit of glue on the back of that. And then we're going to just, oh, I've got more in the top corner there. Oh my goodness. How is this possible? Where is it? It's somewhere. I don't think it's coming from that. Anyway, it's coming from somewhere. Alright, and an envelope. Because Laura always reminds me to do them. Now, I do have the gears. The gears would work really well with this one too, Megan. So that's my class at the end of the month. End of this month we're doing the gears and texture class. Like that, because we do the same. I like to do the same on the envelope that we do on the inside of the card. Because you shouldn't have blank envelopes, should you? Alright, so there we go. What do you think? I think it looks a bit special. And I'm going to challenge myself. So tomorrow you are going to see me standing at the mailbox with this card to post to someone. I'm not saying who, I'm just saying it's going to go to someone. But I'm going to be a good girl and try and post my cards now. Because, you know, they're just growing. I've got so many cards and it's just growing. So I'm going to just start randomly posting cards to people. So you may or may not receive a card. If I've got your address, you know, I'll send you a card. So, alright guys, well what do you think of that one? I think it's just gorgeous. So, don't forget, this catalogue is now live. So if you don't have one of the, where is it? One of these catalogues, it is now live. So if you don't have one and you're not coming to my catalogue launch, give me a hoy and I can send you one. We also have this amazing January list of products that I can now show you. So this is lots of different goodies. I'll be working with some of these over the next coming weeks. I've got a few of these stamp sets as well. So, oh, what I was going to show you. Thank you for reminding me, Megan. Look at this, guys. Actually, I'll point you down because it might be easier to point you down and show you. I found this little beauty at Kmart that holds our inks in it. Okay, so let me show you. It comes with these little insert things, right? And they go like this and they go like that and like this and you know, if you go places to travel with your inks, like I go in the caravan, these guys fit. Now you can fit all of our 40 current ink pads, not the ink colors, but 40 current inks into this container. You can also, because look at the top here, you can also stick your tools in here like this, and we'll grab our glue, which has got no lid on it. That's a good one, Beck. Put your glue in here. You can put your bone folder in here. Have all your tools in here. And then also your stamp sets, because they're flat now, can go into this little zippy bit here and zip up, and you've got your stamps as well. How awesome is this container? And then it all just zips up. You put that flat. It all zips up, and I'll post a photo. But all the ink pads fit in here. Now you can fit, I believe, I can't remember how many, but there's 2 rows of it going up like this, and then you can fit a couple in on the side. So it would only be while you're traveling that a few of them are on the side, but otherwise it's so good, isn't it, Mary? They are the best little boxes, and they're $20 from Kmart. And like I said, they're in the beauty section at Kmart. It is a beauty case. They're called a beauty case, I think, but they're $20 from Kmart, and they fit every ink. Not that you would take every ink with you when you go, well, you might, I don't know, but you wouldn't need to take all of them. And if you didn't take them all, you could then put the section in, and that would hold it, and then you've got room for, a few other things in here, because, you can pop this in here, and then, have all the different inks and whatnot. So, brilliant. I found them the other day, and I thought, oh, I wonder if our inks would fit in that. And when I brought it home, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So yeah, $20, and they all fit. And when you're carrying it with the lid, I like it if you don't put the ones on the side, your ink pads are all flat, so they're not going to leak either. So there you go. That's my little handy tip. Run, don't walk to Kmart, run, and you can get one of these brilliant things for your storage for when you're traveling. Like, I travel in the caravan, and I do take my mini inks, but sometimes when I'm going for a little while, I do like to take some bigger inks, because especially if I'm going to a hot climate, they don't dry up as much as the little ones. So yeah, amazing. So I'm always on the lookout for good storage tips, and if you've got any, please share it with me, because I just love, it's probably my second favorite hobby after stamping, to be honest, really. So anyway, all right guys, I'm gonna go. Your challenge for the week is to make a sunburst card like what we did tonight. So that is your challenge for the week, to cut all your little scrappy bits of designer series paper, or just cardstock and emboss it, or whatever you want to do. That's your challenge for the week. And I'll put a post up in the Craft with Beck group. So, but if you're not in that Craft with Beck group, jump on over, answer a couple of questions, and I will let you in. So, all to keep our safety. So yeah, new catalogue, bonus days. Don't forget, if you're placing orders, to put your orders in $90 increments. So you want to get the most out of your bonus days when you're spending your vouchers in February. Anyway, I've waffled on enough. I will see you all on Saturday morning for Breakfast with Beck. Other than that, have a great week, and I'll see you next Wednesday at 8 o'clock for Wing It Wednesday. All right, bye for now.